What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be going over the brand new Revenant seasonal weapons that just released. We're going to be talking PvE and maybe some PvP god rolls, mainly focused on PvE, but I will mention some PvP um, perks and combos that I know would be really good. Um, Starting off, we have Insurmountable, Precision Frame Void Sidearm, 260 RPMs. We have two different options that I'm looking at here that I think would be pretty solid. We have a Void theme perk setup with Repulsor Brace destabilizing rounds. And then we have, if you don't want to go that route, you can go Demo Desperate Measures. Demo's a great utility perk, gives you grenade energy. Desperate Measures, you get free damage, bonus damage to the gun, and then getting a melee or grenade kills will give you more damage. So that's really good. Um, Furthermore, all these weapons will also have this Dark Ether Reaper origin trait, where final blows with this weapon periodically spawn Dark Ether charges. Charges can be detonated early with weapon fire or by coming into contact with them. Doing so refills this weapon from reserves, so that's really cool. Uh, Precision frame sidearms, I've never seen them in PvP, but if you want to run around with it, a little gimmick, I guess, you can go maybe to the pain and closing time, or maybe to the pain and rampage harmony or something like that. It's very niche. I don't think anybody would really be using this in PvP. Um, I don't think sidearms are the best in PvP unless you're using like Drang or something. So next up we have Noxious Vetiver. I think that's how you say that. And here we have very interesting combo here. We have Loose Change and this brand new perk, Jolting Feedback. There's not that many options on this gun. It seems like it is like I don't know. There's just not that many synergistic perks in my opinion. But this is one of the better combos in my opinion. So Loose Change, applying an elemental debuff to a target increases weapon's reload speed, aim assist, and movement while aiming down sights. This pairs perfectly with Jolting Feedback because if you're it's like target lock, and as long as you stay on target, it's gonna inflict jolt to the enemy. So that is really cool, really good. Um, could be really useful in higher tier content. You know, Volt Shot's not that great when you get to higher levels of content like Grandmasters, where you have to get a reload to apply the jolt. So I think this could be a really good combo. Or even using like attrition orbs as well. And if you don't want to go jolting feedback, you can probably go frenzy, um, go desperate measures if you want as well. Um, and yeah, for PvP, I don't. I mean, I guess to the pain and maybe a damage perk like let me see, time to kill 0.8 seconds. It does change the TTK if you use to the pain target lock. So I guess if you want to rock SMGs in PvP, which are they're already crazy, so it's not. And I think Precision Frames just got a buff as well, so this can be really good in PvP. You can even pair it up with I guess heating up, but I think to the pain is better in PvP. You want to have guns that are activating perks while you're fighting, which is why things like target lock are so good, and like kill clip, desperate measures, things like that are kind of like in the old meta. You know, you want perks to activate mid fight, which is what we see today with precision instrument, target lock, and Eye of the Storm, things like that. So yeah, I would recommend loose chain jolting feedback or attrition orbs and jolting feedback. Maybe even desperate measures if you don't want to go into jolting enemies and things like that. So next up, we're you gonna be talking about Liturgy. This I'm really excited about this gun. This is a double fire stasis grenade launcher. So I'm really hyped to try to get my hands on one of these. I'm thinking my Godroll is going to be Envious Arsenal and Chill Clip. Um, you can go maybe slideways, I was thinking, so you can constantly reload. I'm hoping that with since you're shooting two shots at the same time, that you'll be instantly be able to freeze something. I think that would be dope. Um, so You got the new perk here as well, Rhyme Stealer. Destroying a stasis crystal or defeating a frozen target with this weapon grants you frost armor. I don't think this, not on this gun. I have a scout rifle that I just got yesterday on the first day of the season, and I was using Rhyme Stealer and Headstone. It was really good combo, but I don't think, at least on this gun, Rhyme Stealer is the play. I really think Envious Arsenal, which is a brand new perk, they brought it because they wanted to make some diversity in how people do their weapon swaps for damage. So dealing damage with both other weapons before readying this weapon refills it from reserves. This pairs perfectly with like a loadout swap, and like maybe you could do a crazy damage rotation with this and a bait and switch Envious Arsenal grenade launcher, and then maybe like a sniper rifle in the secondary slot. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. Envious Arsenal chill clip, maybe Slideways chill clip for I guess non-damage rotation stuff. Maybe for running around in GMs or something. Slideways chill clip will be good to deal with champs. Um, so yeah. Next up, this might take the spot as the best grenade launcher in the game. Might. We have the introduction of the new perk, like we just discussed on the last weapon, Envious Arsenal. This perk is crazy when you pair with bait and switch, because bait and switch you need to do damage with your other weapons to get the damage boost. You need to do damage to refill this weapon from reserves. It's a reloading thing, reloading mechanic that you could just pair really nicely with this. And we see auto loading holster got nerfed. It's a 4-second cooldown now. Reconstruction got a small nerf. Same thing. I think it's an extra second. Might be like 8.5, 7.5 seconds. I'm not 100% sure. And then we got the Envious Assassin bug right now in the game, where if you swap loadouts, you lose all your Envious stacks, which sucks. We don't know if that's a bug or if that's intentional, but as of right now, that bug is still happening. So this is the best grenade launcher in the game, in my opinion. Um, if you can have a crazy damage rotation with Envious Arsenal, bait and switch, I can't wait to see what people are able to come up with for the most optimal damage setup. You could even go Envious Assassin Cascade Point. We know this could be very deadly. You can send out some shots with your sniper rifle and your other weapon, and then swap to Cascade Point, and then just instantly dump the mag of this grenade launcher. I'm thinking most importantly mini frags. We know this has 5 magazine size, so we want to bump that up to 6, and then with backup mag you'll be at 8. So that would make it a lot better. Envious Arsenal Cascade Point. You can even go Explosive Light if you're not so big fan of super crazy damage rotations. You can go Explosive Light. You're always picking up orbs. You're constantly making orbs with your gun kills, ability kills. So Explosive Light is not a bad option either. But I think out of all the other perks in this column here, Envious Arsenal takes the crown by far. None of these are really good for what you're going to be using this specific grenade launcher for. So Envious Arsenal, Bait and Switch, Explosive Light, or Cascade Point I think will be really good. Um, there's some other options here, Frenzy, but when you have these perks in the same column, Frenzy is a bad perk. When you have these in the columns, for damage at least. Um, so, yeah. Envious Arsenal, Bait and Switch. Next up, 120 RPMs aggressive frame stasis hand cannon. Now this, I don't have much experience playing with a 120 hand cannon in PvE. Um, I'm seeing some really nice combos. I mentioned it earlier. Rhyme Stealer, Headstone. I tried it out on a scout rifle that I got from a world drop, and it felt good. It felt cool. I was using it in a Nightfall. Not bad. So I'm thinking if you want a PvE stasis hand cannon, if you like 120s, they're not really that great in the meta. They're kind of slow to shoot champs, It could be harder to pull off. But I think this combo on this weapon is really good. Rhyme Stealer, Headstone. But I think this weapon really shines in PvP. I think this is what this gun was made for. You got perfect PvP perks, precision instrument. You're gonna change the TTK of the 120 by I believe one bullet. You know, you'll two tap to the head if you get certain amount of PI stacks. You got to the pain. Um, while this weapon is equipped, taking damage increases handling and aim assist. It's a perk that activates mid-fight for PvP. You can even go lone wolf if you play solo. A lot of the time, really good brand new perk. Slightly improves aim assist, aim down sight speed, airborne effectiveness. Increase these effects when there are no allies nearby. So that's a pretty cool new perk. You can even go keep away. I don't think it would be that important because they have nerf like ranges on hand cannons, and it's more about damage fall off and like having that damage boost that gives you that that extra range to be able to kill somebody from further away. But if you want to be sniping people, go for it. Keep away, precision instruments, snipe people across the map. But I do think To the Pain or Lone Wolf would be better perks in general for this gameplay of this hand cannon. You can even go explosive payload if you want to flinch somebody crazy in PvP, but I think PI is just an amazing perk, and you'll be dumb to not use it, especially in this meta. You got igneous hammers tapping you from across the map. You got Rose hand cannon slide shot shooting you from across the map. You're gonna need PI if you want to compete at those ranges. So, moving on. Next up, we got Scavenger's Fate precision frame shotgun, 65 rounds per minute. Not a fan of precision frame shotguns in PvE. You got some gimmicky perks here, repulsor brace, destay rounds. I've never experimented with this on a shotgun. If you're into void builds, this could be the route you go. But I'm looking at Discord. Discord and maybe some type of damage perk like Frenzy, or depending on what you're doing, like I know there's better options, but you can go Surrounded or Vorpal. But I'll probably go Frenzy with Discord. Discord, it's like it refunds ammo out of thin air. So final blows with another weapon grants this weapon increased speed for aiming down sights, accuracy, and airborne. While Discord is active, final blows refund ammo. You have infinite ammo. You can use this to run around just shotgun enemies, and why not have extra 15% damage buff with that? So that's pretty cool. Very gimmicky. I don't think I would ever use it over, let's say, something like a trench barrel shotgun or like a 1-2 punch shotgun, but it could be fun to mess around with every now and then. For PvP though, I think this might be another top contender to the Matador. Matador is not enhanceable. This is a precision frame shotgun just like the Matador, and it gets amazing PvP perks. We have Slide Shot. We have this new perk, Closing Time, improves range, accuracy, and handling as the magazine gets lower. You know, in PvP, you spawn in with 1 ammo, 2 ammo, so you're always going to have these bonuses. So we know with all these bonuses active, you'll be sniping people from across the map. You're already at 80 range right now, which is about 6.2 meters, and we can't really activate the closing time effects on this graph, but we know those will be active. And then let's say you throw on a soap mag, then you throw on barrel shroud, and then put a handle and mask to work. You'll be with this perk active. We don't know the exact numbers on it, but you're probably around the 90-95 range, and you'll definitely be sniping people with this shotgun um, from really far away. This might be one of the best new shotguns in the game, so that's pretty good. You can even go accurized here, 6.42 meters. Yeah, you might not need a soap mag. I don't. I'm trying to think of any moments where I've had to shoot my shotgun twice in PvP, like really fast, where I could benefit from a soap mag. So, Accurize and Barrel Shroud might be the better play in my opinion. Um, Handle and Masterwork for sure though, because the handling is pretty low. Alright, moving on. Next up, we have Red Tape, a 200 RPM lightweight frame scout rifle. It's pretty interesting. We don't really get this archetype often with a lightweight frame, so you run faster with it. Has better handling. I think the last one we seen was from the Taraxipos. I don't even know the Summer Games. I think that's the name of the event. So we got Rhyme Stealer Headstone. I was telling you guys earlier that there is another scout rifle that I got that has this combo, and it felt really cool to use and synergize into stasis. So I will be on the lookout for that with this gun, um, because especially because it's a 200 RPM, get to shoot faster. It just feels better in my opinion than 180s. 180s are good. I just kind of hate how slow they shoot, but I think they're still good. I'll use them if I need to. But I'm looking forward to a nice little stasis build, maybe for Grandmasters. I think this will be pretty cool. Another option you can go is demo explosive payload. Um, that is a really good combo. I have this combo on, I believe, tarnished metal. Really good combo. Getting your grenade back. Explosive payload is nice. It's just really good. Um, total damage gets increased by 15%. So that's really nice to have. And if you want to build more into more niche things, you can go Adrenaline Junkie demo, go full on grenades, focus on grenade spam and doing a bunch of damage with this. So you can do that. Also, for PvP, I don't think lightweight scouts are in. I'm pretty sure high impact scouts and sitting in the back of the map is a little better, a little more annoying, but I wouldn't recommend this for PvP. If you want to go try it out for PvP, you got some good options. Like I said, keep away, closing time, lone wolf, and with a damage perk like rampage, even explosive payload. Um, yeah, that might be good. Next up, sniper rifle. I am really excited about this sniper rifle. Got introduced with a brand new perk called Wither and Gaze. So it acts kind of like box breathing or whispered breathing, which is actually right here. But aiming this weapon for a short period of time without firing grants the ability to weaken the next target. Timer resets after firing or when you stop aiming down sights. This is crazy. You can apply weaken debuff probably like 10-15%. It's not going to be a full 30. I would assume it's be 10, 15. Um, but yeah, this is going to be a nice little sniper to add into some damage rotations, I imagine, or maybe not damage rotations, but more like a team perk, a utility perk. This is a great utility sniper. You got explosive payload, increase that small increase to damage with Wither and Gaze. I don't think I'll ever use this for straight damage, which is why I wouldn't consider precision instrument or firing a line. Because if it was a rapid fire frame, then it would be a different story. But this is an adaptive frame. Um, so I'm thinking explosive payload, Wither and Gaze. That's what I'm going to look for. Nothing else really interesting in this column besides maybe Discord if you want to run around um, shooting people with your sniper and just have refunding ammo. That might be pretty cool to do. But this is what I'm looking for. Explosive payload, Wither and Gaze. If I get one with firing line, I'll keep it. I don't think I'll use it, but it's nice to have, I guess. So this one is, I'm really looking forward to this. I want to see what I'll be able to come up with for damage. Help on my team with Weaken. You could be on a solar subclass and apply Weaken. Like you're already getting Radiant, and now imagine you put the debuff. Like this is so crazy. Really good sniper. I think a really great utility sniper. So dope. Next up, we got Vantage Point. This weapon is pretty good. You actually get a guaranteed Godroll from doing the seasonal like first week of the story or the like the end of Act 1 or something. I'm not sure. I got one with stats for all Volt Shot, and I also got a second one with stats for all Jolting Feedback. I'm not sure if Volt Shot is a glitch because it's not here on this thing, but I have one with that perk. But for PvE, I'm thinking stats for all Jolting Feedback, and if Volt Shot's there, you can also go with Volt Shot. But again, it's not here in the perk. But I got one with Volt Shot. You can also go Eddy Current if you want to build into Arc um, with Jolting Feedback or Volt Shot. And then, other than that, this gun is mainly a PvP pulse rifle. You have tons of PvP options. You got Keep Away, you got Head Seeker, Desperado, you got Swashbuckler if you like that as well. I wouldn't recommend Focus Fury. Um, yeah, you can also go To the Pain, Lone Wolf, Closing Time, which I wouldn't really use, but I would definitely probably do To the Pain or Keep Away for PvP. That sounds like a better combo to me. So, but I don't really know how great adaptives are in PvP. I know right now High Impact's just got nerfed a little bit more. No Time to Explain got hit by that High Impact nerf. So this might be an adaptive frame Time to Shine. Adaptive frame weapons Time to Shine for pulses. Not 100% sure. Season just launched. Um, we have to see what the new meta shapes out to be. But I'm thinking this will be might be a sleeper pulse rifle to pick up for PvP. All right. Lastly, we have a high impact aggressive frame stasis rocket launcher. Um, I have a lot of PvE really good perks. We got auto loading explosive light, which is like the Palmyra B classic. We have slide shot explosive light. We also have, if you're gonna run some GMs, maybe you could do bipod, so you can shoot a bunch of rockets at an enemy. You even got chill clip. Um, and then you got frenzy, which is like a neutral buff. 15% damage, can't go wrong with it. After a few seconds of battle, you got Vorpal, not the greatest anymore. 10% PV damage boost. Um, so not bad. Got a few options here in this column. I wouldn't go quick draw. I don't think I've ever. There's very rare weapons that have quick draw in the fourth column, so that's interesting to see. Oh, what? It's okay. Apparently, it can get quick draw in both columns. Pretty sure there's a glitch. I'm not 100% which column it's supposed to be in, but I would assume it's the third. Um, yeah, that's funny. So, you got a lot of good options here. You got tracking. If you're fighting a boss, it might be nice to have a tracking one that moves around. So, take example, Ghost of the Deep boss. The witch flies around everywhere. It's hard to hit. You could use linears or something, but linears aren't that great anymore. So you can have a tracking rocket. You can go field prep for more ammo. I believe high aggressive frames actually get more ammo, so you can stack that for even more rocket size with field prep. Auto loading to auto loading, even after the nerf, it is still crazy good. It's about 4 seconds now after the nerf. So it's still a really good perk. Still going to be used in damage rotations. You can do slide shot. Um, so as long as you're just not running or sliding into your teammates and blowing them up, I think slide shot could be viable as well. Rhyme Stealer seems kind of awkward here. Yeah, okay. I mean, I wouldn't really use a rocket launcher for this, but like Rhyme Stealer Choclip, um, it's a thing. If you want to mess around with it, it's a thing. I wouldn't do it, but yeah, this rocket looks pretty solid. Stasis rocket, we haven't had a good stasis rocket in a while. Cold Comfort was the last one, and that one got kind of nuked with the Envious Assassin nerf or bug. So this could be a nice little replacement or a secondary option to that. So that wraps up our 10 weapons from the new Revenant season or episode. Let me know what you guys think down below. What weapons are you guys going to be chasing? For me, my top three options: grenade launcher, the double fire one, the heavy grenade launcher, and the sniper rifle. Those are my top three options. I'm really excited to try to get my hands on those. You can get all these weapons from the brand new Onslaught Salvation playlist. That's like our brand new seasonal content. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video. I try to do more of a sit down and talk, no script. First time making a guide video like this. Let me know if you guys liked it with this format. And yeah, I'll be coming up with another video soon about the new Reprise Splicer weapons. So stay on the lookout for that. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys soon.